in Chicago, Illinois, Blazer Broadcasting presents NBA basketball. Tonight, the Portland Trail Blazers meet the Chicago Bulls. Hello again, everyone. Pat Lafferty and Steve Jones courtside. Steve, great matchup. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, when the lights go down here, that's an extra set of drama before a very interesting game. You know, I think for Portland to win this game, one of their keys is they have to come out and they have to be very aggressive, particularly at the offensive end of the floor. They have got to force the Bulls to play them. They got to try to contain Jordan, keep him off the free throw line, try to keep him outside, and don't let the bench people get involved in the game.
One of the great things about this matchup is these are the two hottest teams in the NBA. The Blazers have won 6 in a row. Chicago has won 7 straight.
I think when you look at the two teams, and many people have forecast that these teams could be playing in June, the psychological implications for the Trailblazers are obvious. They want to have 2 wins over that team.
We talked to Clyde Drexler before the game and asked if the team believes now they can win against anyone, anywhere.
I think we just got to keep it all in the right perspective. We know if we come out and we come ready to play, our chances of winning are very good. But on the other hand, if we're not ready to play, we know we can be beaten by anyone in the league. So just a question of getting yourself ready to play for each and every game.
There are the starting lineups. The familiar Portland starting 5, and for Chicago, Pippen, Grant, Cartwright, Paxson, and Jordan. And the brilliant individual matchup, Drexler and Jordan. Clyde didn't play here a year ago because of the turned ankle. And, of course, the fans here in Chicago get to see Portland only one time a year. Our officials, Jess Kersey, Nolan Fine, Mike Callahan. Callahan will toss the ball in the air.
Computers are needed in today's classrooms to spark a...
No power play? Power play.
It has been the hustle and teamwork of the Trailblazers that has really typified their play here against the Chicago Bulls. Terry Porter recognizing where Pippen is, gives it up to the hard-driving Jerome Kersey, and the Trailblazers dominate the first 2 quarters of play and have a 13-point advantage.
Let's take a look at our Computerland stats board.
Again, balance is the key for Portland. Porter had 7 and 7, Drexler 10 and 2 for 12, and Jordan a dominating first 2 quarters, and no one else in double figures for the Bulls. Duckworth, the leading rebounder for Portland, with several other Trailblazers in the fray. Scottie Pippen with 9, leading the Chicago Bulls. This field goal percentage business is a little deceptive because if it wasn't for Jordan being so strong, the Bulls would be well under 50%. Portland beating the Bulls at the 3-point area, and that could be the difference in the ball game tonight. And whenever the Portland Trailblazers are really into a ball game, they're the best at this, beating their opponents in the hustle area. And they beat Michael Jordan to the ball, and they end up in a jump ball.
We're here at Chicago Stadium. Pat Lafferty and Steve Jones. We're courtside. Almost 19,000 here, Steve, and you know how hard it is to quiet these fans in Chicago Stadium, and the Blazers have done just that.
They have kept this crowd under control. They have been waiting for Jordan to bring the rest of the Bulls along with him. He has done his job, and this is a concern that the Bulls will have all year long, how to get Pippen, how to get Grant, Armstrong, and all the other players to play big in what they consider a big game.
And it's interesting, too, because so much of the talk here in Chicago has been about that very thing. In fact, this week there were articles nationally in which Clyde Drexler talked about the transformation that he made, doing a little less individually in order to make the team better, the same lesson that Isaiah Thomas learned in Detroit.
The same time you say you learn that lesson, you also have some other people that need to step up. It doesn't do any good to do less if they're not going to do more. And I know that that's the way Jordan feels. I will do whatever it takes to win a game. But if you guys aren't going to follow my lead, then if I have to carry it, then I'm going to have to carry it.
Steve just wanted...
Merry Christmas from Payless. Merry Christmas.
During the holidays, it's traditional to greet family and friends in a spirit that celebrates the season. However, However you celebrate this Christmas, may it be filled with happiness, joy, and time spent with those you love.
Merry Christmas from Payless. Merry Christmas.
So, I'm making a family documentary when Dad says,
Rick, come down here.
decent, a busted water heater.
Oh, for the love of Mike.
Dad had some water heater guarantee.
Calling the hotline?
Yeah. Rick, turn that off.
So within 24 hours, we were back in hot water. So was I.
Rick!
The hassle-free water heater guarantee. Another energy service from Pacific Power.
Don't worry, Mom. You'll get there in time. You're driving the Toyota Camry All-Track. It's got all-wheel drive to pull you through. It's got an anti-lock brake system for additional stopping control. The Toyota Camry. You've got the perfect car.
Love what you do for me, Toyota.
So tired of waiting.
Come to First Interstate Bank and discover how nice it is to have a bank that can go the extra mile for you.
Bet you didn't know that's a fresh or...
Your business should depend on? GTE, the telecommunications consultant to the NFL.
Tonight, the NBA's two hottest teams, Portland and Chicago, collided at Chicago Stadium, and the Trailblazers emerged victorious 109-101 as they boost their mark to 18-1, while the Bulls fall to 12-7. We've got an exciting post-game show coming up. Assistant coach Jack Shallow will be on with Steve Jones. We'll have game highlights and all our final stats. The Miller Brewing Company reminds you to think when you drink.
Portland Trailblazer basketball has been brought to you by Payless Drugstores, helping you get the most out of life. By your area BP station, BP on the move throughout Oregon. By GTE, when it comes to designing a winning play for your telecommunication system, call GTE, because at GTE, the power is on. By First Interstate Bank of Oregon, we go the extra mile for you. And by Miller Lite. When it's Miller Lite, less filling really tastes great. Executive Producer Director of Trailblazer Basketball, George Wash. Coordinating Producer, J.R. Hellman. This has been a Blazer Broadcasting sports presentation.